One time in fourth grade, we had this Spanish class, and the first assignment was to go home and try to figure out your Spanish name. That's right. It's Diego. Like, how much more Spanish did they think it was gonna get? Like, I'm gonna come back the next day and be like, "Hola, me llamo Greg Sanders." I didn't want to do comedy my whole life. For the longest time, I wanted to be a doctor. The whole time I was growing up, I was like, oh, I can't wait to be a doctor. It's going to be so great to be a doctor. And then I got to college, and I was like, I'm never going to be a doctor. Because everyone who was actually going to become a doctor, they studied so much harder than me. It was so crazy. I'd be like, what are you going to do today? They're like, I'm going to study for 12 hours, have lunch for an hour, then study for another 12 hours. I'm like, that's longer than today. I wish I had become a doctor, because if you become a doctor, people have to call you doctor. Like, if you get something to drink, they'd be like, can I get you something to drink? Dr. Attanasio? I would have been like, come on, my father's Dr. Attanasio. Call me Super Dr. Attanasio. But I did go to college, I went, I graduated, now I do this, so school totally works. Yeah, some alumni out there. I'm not a very manly guy. I don't know if you can tell, but I can't even change the oil in my car. I have to go to one of these quick oil change places to get my oil changed. And whenever the guy changes my oil, he'll always pull out the oil and show it to me afterwards. Like it's wine. And now he's some sort of Valvoline sommelier. He's just like... Am I gonna send it back? Frankly, I never know what to say. I'm just like, yeah! Pretty oily. Does he want me to taste it? That's a good year. Is that a synthetic blend? If you let your hair grow out, you probably look like a cool dude. If I let my hair grow out, people are like, that guy looks like he invented a time machine. And I gotta walk around like, Marty, you gotta go back. I said that once to a guy, and he was like, no, if I let my hair grow out, I get a mullet. I'm like, oh, it must be tough. You know what kind of mullet I get if I let my hair grow out? Party in the back, apocalypse in the front. And I can't wear a hat. I can't wear a hat anymore, because if I wear a hat and then I take it off, people are just going to laugh and be like, that's why you're wearing a hat. You don't like the Tigers, you hate yourself. And that's why I'm trying to stay in shape, honestly, because my girlfriend said I can't be bald and fat. She was like, you have to pick one. I was like, I'm already bald. She was like, start running, fatty. And I do need exercise, because I go to McDonald's way too much. This is kind of embarrassing to admit, but I've been to McDonald's like twice in the same trip, multiple times. And I think I have a good reason. It's the ice cream. Ice cream at McDonald's is delicious. If you've never had it, it's so good, and it's usually just $1. Well, sometimes it's $1.29, and I'm like, oh, this is like a nice neighborhood. That's how I evaluate real estate. People usually ask the realtor, they're like, hey, what are the public schools like in this area? I'm just like, how much is a McFlurry?